Call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Kakwadash. I seen this article right here a week ago, and I wanted to go and make a video on it, but I was uploading a recent video that still haven't went nowhere yet. But as you can see, this was May the 27th, 2020. About a week ago. But I'm going ahead and speak on it. It say Trump threatens to shut down social media companies. President Trump has taken the extraordinary step of threatening to close down social media platforms. The threat came after Twitter added fact-check links to his tweets for the first time. The battle between the president and the social media companies has been brewing for a time, but now it feels as though an all-out war is looming between Donald Trump and Twitter ahead of the U.S. presidential election in November. Last night, a couple of Trump tweets raging about fraudulent postal ballots in the U.S. elections featured, for some users but not all, a strapline linking to what Twitter called facts about mail-in ballots. This then led to a page debunking the president's claims, but featuring articles from two organizations he regards as his sworn enemies, CNN and the Washington Post. It looked like it took him no time to fight back, tweeting, "Twitter is completely stifling free speech, and I, as president, will not allow it to happen." Then on Wednesday morning, the president woke up and wrote and rise the temperature even further with this two-part tweet. And it says, he tweeted, "Is now Twitter is now interfering in the 2020 presidential election. They are saying in my statement on mail-in ballots, which will lead to massive corruption and fraud, is incorrect based on fact-checking by fake news, CNN, and the Amazon Washington Post." And he tweeted, again, "Twitter is completely stifling free speech, and I, as president, would not allow it to happen." All right. I ain't gonna read all this. I'm just gonna read some of it. But it say Republicans feel that social media platforms totally silence conservative voices. "We will strongly regulate or close them down before we can ever allow this to happen. We saw what they attempted to do and failed in 2016. We can't let a more sophisticated version of that happen again. Just like we can't let large-scale mail-in ballots take root in our country. It would be a free-for-all on cheating, forgery, and the theft of ballots. Whoever cheated the most would win. Likewise, social media, clean up your act now. Conspiracy theories." So, does he mean any of this? It is very hard to see Congress passing laws to strongly regulate or close down social media platforms. And I'm gonna end it right there, you know. But I don't know much about politics, so I don't speak on them. But the man of the Lord prophesied about this, about social media and the internet. Even though this article is true, it's still part of the elite's agenda. Last year they were saying Russia was gonna be the cause of the internet being shut down, or China, or something like that, because Russia and China was spying on the U.S. or something to that effect. Now they're blaming social media, this time saying that Twitter and other social medias are interfering with the 2020 presidential election. But we know that Esau just can't shut down anything without justifying his actions, without making a problem to allow him to do whatever it is he is trying to do. And go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. And it reads, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And the men of the Lord today were the prophets of old, and the scriptures speak on reincarnation. And they're brought back once again to prophesy the downfall of America. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. But from here, I'm going to get the book of Second Corinthians, on chapter 2, verse 11. And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that's the hope for it. That's and the hope for elect is not ignorant of what Esau's plan is, because he is trying to create chaos to come in with the solution. That's why Antifa, in fact, and Black Lives Matter protesting and marching to get you people stirred up to act a fool. They are agent provocateurs, and the solution to that is the military. You heard Trump say that he is going to bring in the military if these governors and state leaders can't stop the rise in looting, which is martial law. And Trump tweeted, when the looting start, the shooting start. And guess what? Y'all won't be able to post it because social media will not exist anymore. And that's why they're going to be shooting you down and running over you and killing you with no problem, because the world can't see it. Only them that it's being done to. All right, I'm going to end it here in the book of Amos, chapter 8. And I'm start at 11 and stop at 12. You say, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. All right, and what it means for the Lord to take away his word is Trump shutting down social media, because the Lord's prophets are on YouTube bringing out his word, and Trump calls them the perennial prophets of doom. And you're going to seek the perennial prophets of doom, because the Lord Yahweh has released his angels that's holding back the four winds, and all hell done broke loose. But you won't find them when that happens. So repent, come back to the Lord before it's too late, because hey, the Lord can bring back his word at any time now. Trump, he already signed the executive orders for that to happen. So with that being said, I hope this is edifying. And I want to say, call her Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect.